Now, living in a pandemic for 2 years and in a single room for 2 years where one of the years you deal with a ton of fucking chaos and a lot of people show their true colors. Like coming out here and having some really nice weather, having some really, really nice cold weather, and I don't know, it's just like, it's so weird. It's so weird where, like, you stay in one place and you learn all this information behind a screen and all this, that, and the other about people, and you talk to people behind computers for a very long time because of how the world is, and you have plans for yourself still putting in motion. It's like, it completely changes how you feel about the world sometimes, and it kind of erases memories. But when you come out here, to places like this, you kind of just forget all that and just think, wow, it really is quite nice up here. It really is quite nice up here, away from the chaos, away from the destruction, away from all the bullshit. It's really nice. And me, being a ginger, I cannot stand summer at all. My body actually can't fucking stand summer, like, whenever I'm in like a public swimming pool, like, my skin actually burns because of the summer heat. And me being in water and all that, I'm sure there's a bunch of science to it that I don't understand. I probably don't understand. I'm probably making assumptions, which is probably the mother of all fuck-ups. But, you know, I woke up this morning. As for why I'm making this, I figured, why not? I woke up at 8 a.m. in the morning, 5 hours of sleep, because like, oh, I need to fix my sleep schedule. So I try to sleep, and I'm like, oh, I can't sleep. Okay, let's put on some Otis Gyrie horror stories. Probably said that wrong, but whatever. And soon after I fell asleep. And I woke up in the morning at 8 a.m., right next to the teddy bear. And I was like, you know what? Instead of being in this fucking room, I'm just gonna go outside and have a nice walk without my dog, so I can just have some me time, alone at peace. And it's really nice because summer is dead, and it's not blistering hot anymore. Like you over here, I don't know if you can see it, but you got the trees blowing their leaves. You got the cold air. Basically flowing through the sky as the sun also warms you as well, because the sun obviously is a giant ball of fire in the middle of space. I mean, as the cold season comes, thankfully, it creates a nice balance of hot and cold. So when you need to be warm, just jump out of the sun. Just jump out in the sun. You'll be okay. When you need to be cold, get under a tree and walk around a little bit, and maybe you'll get a little coldness. And that's probably my favorite time of the year. Just winter and fall. Really nice weather. But oh, look at that. So, it's really nice. Maybe I should restart my photography career, since I used to take photos on my iPod when I was much younger. And I created these beautiful photos. And it was really nice. But yeah, I figured, you know, if you live in the middle of nowhere, and if you're in the pandemic like I am, stuck in the middle of absolutely like stuck in the middle of seeing all this chaos, all this destruction, all this fucking bullshit that's been going on lately. I'd suggest, like, of course there are memes saying go touch some grass, which I find to be pretty funny. But oh, look at that. Ah, look at that. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But anyway, yeah. You know, it's like my grandmother said, it's always good to get outside and get away from the chaos. It's always good to get some fresh air, get some really fresh air. Really nice and cool. Really nice and cool air. It's always nice and always peaceful to go around instead of just being on Twitter 24/7 and Discord 24/7 and seeing chaos unfold all the time. And it really makes you think. It makes you say to yourself, you know, maybe life isn't so bad. Maybe life is worth living. Maybe it is worth living after all the suffering. Really, maybe it is worth living after all. Instead of feeling all sorts of misery. But, yeah. I recommend it sometimes. I recommend going out for a little bit, getting some fresh air. If you're in the middle of nowhere, obviously wear a mask. I got one. I got a mask. I'm not putting it on. Since nobody around me, and I'm like basically in some sort of a small canyon, like a little fucking canyon. Look up there. That's actually a graveyard up there. That's a graveyard up there. But yeah, there's no point in me wearing a mask right now since I'm outside. But I got it anyway. But if you ever get the chance, if you're ever in the middle of absolutely nowhere, and if you ever think, you know, I'm tired of this, I'm at my breaking point, I don't know what to fucking do anymore, I'm sick of all this shit going on, get a walk. Just go for a walk. Go outside, get a walk, rest in the grass for all I care. You know what, I'm just gonna rest in the grass too. Oh, wait, no, I'm not gonna rest in that grass because that grass is wet. I don't want to get my clothes wet. But, hang on, let's pick some other grass. Hello, grass, are you wet? No, you're not wet. Okay. See? Not so bad. Not so bad now, isn't it? And yes, I have a neck beard. But yeah. It's really nice. You're probably thinking, why the fuck are you rambling? But, yeah, it's much for you. Go for a walk. Go for a walk. It really does lend a bit of perspective every now and then. And it's really nice to just finally go out there and feel like you're free. Like, it really is nice. But yeah, I guess that's it. I guess that's my rambling. I figured I should do this, because why the hell not? But I'll leave you with this shot before I leave the video. Have a good day.